God. Hello everyone and welcome to the More Than Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games every Wednesday night. The real people playing real cards of Magic. Well, the format modern. My name is Mick, I'm one of your hosts alongside the future pro Alfian Pun.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, future pro, because this Sunday you're going to take down the WMCQ.
Of course not.
Of course you are. Now,
Well, if I manage to get my hands on 4 lilies and 4 bridges, maybe.
so yeah, out there, if you're listening somewhere in Singapore land, please lend Alfian some Lilianas.
One?
I have one Lily.
Oh really?
I have one Lily. I can lend it to you.
Okay.
That's for collection, and that's the my lucky Lily.
Okay. Maybe I'll borrow a lily and a damnation. That's enough.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You can borrow up to 3 damnations because I got 3.
I just need one.
Ha ha.
Actually, I need 2 or 1. I don't know. I'll
Man, you
think-
should be running that main board, like just
Yeah,
clear
yeah,
the
yeah,
entire
that's
board.
right. I'll think about it.
Alright, so we're watching the game here between Tian En and Ryan. Tian En, I believe, should be playing a Jeskai. No, Grixis, Sting the Ice deck. Maybe he's playing Grixis Delver. It looks like.
Polluted Delta.
Yeah, okay, so starting out with Polluted Delta. Ryan here is playing the Faeries deck, I believe. We can see the Liliana in hand.
Creeping right there.
Yep. Starting out with Creeping Tarpit. Not a bad start. Actually, a very good start, in fact.
Really?
Yeah, you want. Well, that's the thing about modern, like the way you play all the older formats. Your first few turns, the first and second lands, does give you an image of what your opponent's hand is if you know what their deck is like.
All right.
And that just signifies to Tian En. Like Ryan is running the Faeries deck, and the Faeries deck. Let me go and bring it up.
Wait, hold on,
It's
Mick.
got
Are we missing a bit of something on the screen today?
Are we?
The numbers, live counter.
Oh, that's a good point.
I'll give it.
Okay. Hey man, that's why I have other people in the booth with me. It helps. That's a good point, man.
What?
Yeah, I forget sometimes. Alright, so while Alfian is going away, I'm gonna go find out about this Faeries deck. And but Faeries just came back into the format, which is it's nice to see that finally we're getting Faeries back into the limelight. And Faeries is traditionally a control deck. Spell starter sprite here, going to enter the battlefield. And Tian En does not respond because, well, it's only a spell starter sprite that has almost 0 value.
Definitely the least of his worries right here.
Yeah, exactly. It's only a 1/1, yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. This Faeries deck, it's kind of like a tempo deck, sort of like what's that? Like Eldrazi Blue Flyers thing.
Sort of. I think very
Oh, spirits. Yeah, that's the more.
spirits. Blue white spirits. It's a team. It's a tribal deck, but definitely Faeries. I think a bit more resilient than
Yeah,
spirits.
for
Spirits is more like a tempo deck, but Faeries is a control deck.
All right.
Ryan here being able to.
Drop a Lily.
Yeah, very
That's
nice.
pretty
Being able to resolve a Liliana.
I mean, I don't play much modern, but I heard Lily's pretty good card.
Yes. So yeah, from what we know of Ryan's hand, it doesn't have Ancestral Vision, or at least like laying that Creeping Tarpit on turn 1 doesn't have an Ancestral Vision, which is true. Of course, he is setting up for the Spell Starter Sprite. And going to look for 2 lands right now.
Mm-hmm.
What may they be? And I believe he's just going to cast the Blood Moon that is in his hand.
Wait, he has a
Which is
blood
why,
moon?
which is why he's looking out for
Okay.
basics right now. So Ryan should be a little alert.
So how does he play? How does Ryan play against Blood Moon here?
Not very well actually.
Oh,
He needs to
okay.
naturally draw into some 1 swamp and 3 islands to be able to cast a cryptic command, bounce the Blood Moon.
Oh my.
Otherwise, he can't really play anything much.
Well, he can
else.
still beat in with the.
Yeah, he can
Sprite.
still be in, and he can keep taking up the Liliana. So he's still got some, action per se.
Ah, there we go.
There's
That's an island.
there is a basic island
I
which
think single blue is enough for some of his fairies, I guess.
it's enough for the spell starter sprite, but it's not enough for any of it's also enough for the Mistbind Click, which he can champion of the spell starter sprite.
But not Vandalion click.
Yeah. Vendilion Click, one of the more powerful cards in his deck, which is able to get him information and basically control his opponent's draw. And now now the fact that he only has one island, he can't cast that cryptic command,
So he
unfortunately.
wisely throws it away from the tick.
Yep. He's got a remand in hand, which means that he can, well, he's got some action. This is not an issue, but he can't cast that disfigure, I think.
Is that disfigure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just considering what he wants to do.
Yeah, that island on his hand really saving him right there. Oh, and here he goes with
Misbind Click, yeah.
Misbind Click.
So you're going to do it at the during his main phase, so that Tian En can't
reply to that.
Yep. So no counter spells from Tian En's side.
Making the more conservative play as compared to just making a risky play.
Yeah. Okay.
Passes with open mana here.
Which is, well,
does he have maybe indicative of some mana leak perhaps?
that's possible. So either a mana leak or so what Ryan needs to do now is just keep getting some card advantage by discarding cards. I think you can discard the disfigure, but instead discards the mountain. I mean secluded glen. And just beats him with a spell starter sprite and passes the turn.
Then he goes in with the lightning
So
bolt.
he's going to lightning bolt the Liliana because the Liliana is about to ultimate right now.
Does the ultimate actually do anything for Ryan though?
Does what?
The ultimate actually do anything for Ryan?
The ultimate it's pretty devastating. Like you just destroy half of their stuff. Hey Mark, can we get a bucket?
Is it still leaking?
Just in case.
Oh, we're getting a bucket.
Yeah. Where is it leaking from though?
It's just, I think there's a blockage. So they're coming out
okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the spells is that Misbind Click? Yeah, that's Misbind Click.
Alright, goes.
Swinging in the
This looks like this
terminate.
is
This is an end step terminate.
end step?
Yeah,
Okay.
and lightning bolt.
bolt.
Okay, so that's gonna kill the Liliana. No point really saving it. I think you wanna save your Misbind Click, because that's the one that's gonna win you the game. And just as we said, Tian En is down to 7 life points right now. Ryan won't be able to cast the other Liliana in hand though.
Yep, sadly not.
Yep. 7 visions here for Tian En. Gonna stack his deck.
Ooh,
Scry 2. Wow, we see terminate and we see the other spell. I think that's a counter spell. Not very useful at this point.
Well, I mean, I think Jian just needs to survive a few turns for his other cards. His card on top to be relevant, I think. I'm not sure if he can survive those 2 turns though.
He needs to, yeah. Ryan needs to react very carefully. There goes another basic land, which is great. He's going to swing in. He's probably going to meet a terminate here. Yep.
Terminate.
And
will he remand it though?
Yeah, I think the smart play right now is just to remand it. Just make sure that you keep.
Oh, it does
Oh,
not?
okay, it doesn't.
Okay.
And Spell Starter Sprite enters the battlefield. I think he's got a remand, or is that a Serum Visions? No, it's a Thought Scour.
Oh, okay.
So
he taps 3 for Vendilion.
Alright, so Vendilion Click here now going to edit
Takes
Tian's hand.
The Snapcaster,
But
obviously.
he does not know that on the bottom of his deck, at the top of his deck, there is another terminate, I believe.
It's
a Kologan's command, even better. Can kill off the Vendilion Click.
He chooses to attack with the Snapcaster.
Okay, so Ryan in no danger of dying anytime soon. But I think the momentum is swinging in Jian En's favor.
Yeah, I don't think Jian would mind here because he's playing the more control deck, I feel.
Yeah.
So
even though like the Faeries deck is supposed to be a control deck, Jian En is playing a
harder control
deck, yeah.
Which favors him later on in the game, I guess.
So Grixis control is that we haven't seen a Delver, so it's not really a Delver deck.
I don't think it's a Delver
Delver
deck. Nah, it can't be.
It might be a Delver control
Yeah,
deck.
maybe we didn't see a Delver yet.
Yep. Tian En dropping to 6, and Ryan just passing the turn. He might have Misbind Click. He might have spell starter, Vendilion Click or spell starter sprite in hand, just passes the turn. That's
Mhm.
okay.
Ren maybe being very conservative with his play right now.
Mm-hmm.
Going in for one.
Yeah,
passes
the fight turn
turn.
clock,
Mhm.
and if Chen En has nothing to do with that 1/1 spell starter sprite.
I mean, no way he does not,
Mm.
right? Probably draws something.
Yeah. But even if he does, like, he can cast his cryptic command just to tap down and draw,
Alright.
and that's
That's
not
true.
going to
That's
be
true.
very useful. Okay, so Ryan here
So-
just going to lay land, pass the turn. Not much that Ryan can do since he's kind of locked down by the Blood Moon.
Mhm.
But I believe the next game should be a little easier on him, maybe.
What are his sideboard options here?
Well, for the Blood Moon, maybe engineer explosives and the thought seizures, and that's about it. That's how he can get rid of the Blood Moon. Which
Okay.
doesn't feel very very good, but
But here we
still
have
better than nothing.
Ancestral Visions.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if it's gonna take. It's not, I
So
don't think it's gonna be
this is actually
relevant though.
this is actually not a very good time to cast.
Yeah.
Oh no, 4, 3, 2.
Oh,
This is actually the best time to cast Ancestral Visions because
Is it?
you are playing around. Ooh.
oh,
Okay.
but you have Quay Command here from
Yeah.
Dark Dwellers. He shoots the guy and makes him discard.
Okay. Alright. This card's
Miss
a
Spine
random
Click.
card. Yeah.
Wait, is that Miss?
No,
No, it's
that's
not.
a Spell Sprite.
Okay. I need to remember my Faeries, man.
So yeah, all things being equal, that was actually the
Nope.
best way to play it, despite it being a top deck.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Your opponent being at 3, and if you play the Ancestral Visions, you're not going to get blown out by when your opponent's at 1 life, and then the Ancestral Visions resolves, and your opponent can play the Cryptic Command, tap all your creatures, and then counter that spell.
Okay.
So you are forcing him or her to make sure that they are casting their cryptic command for as least value as possible. So it's not really a 2-for-1.
Okay, but maybe it's more of right just not having anything else to play.
Yeah, exactly. That was the top deck. Okay, so from Tian En's side, we see. Well, you can probably take in some board wipes. He uses some Anger of the Gods in the sideboard, which is great. And for Ryan, I think he will want the Thought Seizures for sure.
Mm-hmm.
He could still use his Disfigures, but Spell Snare doesn't feel like a very good spell. It gets
it hits.
it gets the
Snapcaster
Terminate.
and
It gets the
Snapcaster.
Terminate and the Snapcaster, and that's about it.
Well,
I think if Tian'en runs some mana leaks, it does get those, but maybe a little narrow as compared to, let's say, a normal Delver deck.
Mm-hmm.
So you might want to still keep the mana leaks and the Disfigures. Cryptic Command seems like a bad idea since his opponent is playing Blood Moon. Very difficult to cast this.
The triple
this
blue.
spell, yeah, the triple blue. But since Ryan is on the play, he might be able to get there.
Nah, I don't think so actually. I play safe if I was Ryan.
Maybe take out one Cryptic Command. Just do 1 or 2 Cryptic Commands.
Yeah, that would be fair.
Engineer Explosives definitely can hit 3 by the time your opponent drops
The
his
Blood Moon?
Blood Moon.
Mhm.
So it's fine. Alright. Yeah. Okay, so we have some viewers, which is great.
Should I
for a Wednesday night?
should I bump my our numbers going onto my phone?
Whoa! Alfian, you're a star, man. You rake in the
Breaking the views.
the views.
My own views.
So how you guys tonight? Let us know in the chat. And what do you guys think of the Kaladesh invention? Speaking of which, we did discuss this on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we did. had a great
and
time.
I think I have the title is appropriate.
What?
Money making inventions, right?
Should it be like money making machine? That
Money making
sounds-
machine.
But I think
That's
my
what I
invention
should
suits it like
Yeah,
better.
exactly. So it's like
one flows better, one suits it better. It's like flavor over power.
hey, come on, we are all about the flavor,
That's right.
man. But yeah, it's more lengthy discussion than I had realized, and
Yeah, we kind of went like very long.
we were supposed to do spoilers, but never mind, we'll do spoilers next week. It's okay. We'll finish up the spoilers, I mean. And by that time, all the comments will be out, so maybe we can talk about deck strategy. But yeah, if you have no idea what we're talking about the Power 9 podcast. You can go down to power9podcast.com and just listen to the episode. Yeah, you can find it on iTunes. Cool, huh? Cool,
Very-
eh?
Yeah.
I love Alfian. Wow. I wonder who that could be. Kappa. Kappa indeed. So yeah, the players are shuffling up. Well, we supposed to have a second camera.
Yep,
Feed.
but apparently the hamster in our computer could
It's
not.
like, yeah, it's complaining since yesterday.
Yeah, man.
Yesterday we were having 2 cameras streaming,
Mhm.
but our computer was dying. And today was the first time in a very, very long time I've encountered the blue screen of death.
Oh yeah, man.
like
Maybe it's because the camera keeps crashing.
I think maybe it's got something to do with the camera. But,
Yeah.
You know, I've got to. That camera is brand new. I bought it this year.
This year?
I've got to go and change it for
Alright.
a new camera. Get my not refunds, but the warranty. I hope there's a warranty.
Tianan showing off that cool Singapore Poly shirt representing.
Represent. Shouldn't you be in school studying?
I already graduated, dude. Waiting
No,
for
no,
it.
as in the
Oh, him.
SP.
Hey man, it's Wednesday night.
It's Wednesday night.
You know, polys have those schedules where some days are like really late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's- But I thought those were for like spare classes.
Oh no. Maybe some courses have like Thursdays free completely, Mondays free
yeah.
completely. So like I guess that's
Well, that's more like uni.
yeah. Poly is like
universities.
uni.
It's fine.
Feature match token.
Where's the feature match tokens? It's in the box, right?
Yeah, where's the box?
Or the crystal box.
The box.
That's a good point.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Back to the match. They are off to
Oh,
The
turn one
turn 1
ancestral
ancestral
vision.
vision.
What a start!
And yeah, try not to be blown out by turn 1 Simeon Spirit Guide, Blood Moon, and is down the
Does that happen a lot?
blue land, passes the turn. So this was what I was telling you about, that you know, your hand is already sculpted for your opponent. So him laying the what's that? The
Creeping Tar Pit.
Creeping Tar Pit indicates that, well, for Ryan it's more important for him to draw cards right now, which means that he needs some lands. Probably doesn't have as many lands as he wants.
Reveals a fairy. Okay, that's
Yeah.
a show land for fairies.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
The secluded glen.
That's a
So
cool card.
very lucky to be drawing that off the top. But of
Oh.
course, Jian En doesn't know. But I think he can guess, especially since Ryan started off with untapped blue land into Ancestral Vision, and then a tapped what do you call it?
Tar
The
Pit.
Creeping Tar Pit.
Yeah.
Because you could have just saved that for a Spell Starter Sprite on turn 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this is more indicative of Vandalion Clique instead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's possible. So that's the thing. You can get a bit of information from your opponent based on
Oh, there we go.
whatever you cast. So Ventilion click on turn 3, and it's probably going to eat a lightning bolt.
It's gonna crack it and zap. Oh no, yeah,
Pachow,
he does have
pachow.
to like what in his hand though.
Yeah.
It goes.
So might want to get rid of the Vendilion click, unless he's got a second copy of lightning bolt or an electrolyze in hand,
Electrolyze would be really good.
or terminate.
Oh, it goes to shock himself. Okay.
All right, and yeah. Sounds like a good time for lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Bang bang, bazap bazap.
Turns it sideways and bang.
So yeah, down goes the fairy, and Ryan. This is his his only threat.
And he goes in with. Oh wait, what? Oh no, he targets
Alright, so
himself
for
with
himself,
the for the trigger. Okay. This cards go for the throat draws a card. Yeah. It's okay. He
And
still
he'll
has
be able to
that.
draw 3 cards, which is really good. The go
Yeah.
for a throat, very useful here. But go for a throat, I believe, should be in the. Oh, it's in this. Okay, so of course he's running a different deck list, but yeah, that was in
He-
the sideboard.
Well, you keep it in though. What are you trying to go for the Dark Dwellers and the?
Well, yeah, you can kill the Dark Dwellers. You can basically kill everything in Tian En's deck,
Mhm.
unless of course Tian En sideboarded out and put in a Hanger-back Walker, which
Does
I
that
don't
work?
think. Yeah, Go for a Throat is a non-artifact
No, I mean,
creature.
do Grixis control run Hanger-back Walkers?
No, it doesn't. But I'm putting out hypotheticals here, man. You gotta,
I'm gonna try it.
you gotta try.
I'm gonna try it.
uh,
Oh, he goes stepping tree for Lily.
Oh, Liliana.
That's a-
Does that resolve? And I think it does, unless
This-
Tianan has a spell pierce.
Mhm. Well, actually,
Yeah,
kind of
right.
like what he did here. He put the Vendilion click first to
Mhm.
bait out any answers to that Vendilion click. Then he tries the Liliana second,
Oh yeah.
which shows that maybe he values the Liliana more than the click.
Oh, for sure, of course.
Yeah.
Liliana, I think, is a very, very powerful card. And Tian no response to that, and he's just going to make people discard cards.
Yeah.
Ryan, plenty of cards to discard. I don't think he is lacking any cards, especially with an Ancestral Vision about to resolve next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 3 cards, man. Draw 3 cards. Who does not love Ancestral Vision? Who in the chat does not love Ancestral Vision? Please don't answer. If you don't answer,
was
means you
about
don't love it. Yeah, there's something wrong with you.
Draw Serum Visions from the top. Oh man, look at that.
Doesn't have the land.
Look at that negate in his hand though. It's so sad, can't play it.
Yeah, that is actually quite unfortunate. But he could try to Serum Visions, try to get a land, or Serum Visions and pass the turn.
Oh, pass
But
the
instead,
turn.
just passes the turn.
Well,
Probably going to play Snapcaster Bolt,
Okay.
or he needs to get rid of this Ancestral Vision, probably with a negate,
Negate.
and that's fine. Yeah, so gets rid of
Oh,
that, but Spell Snare
Snare.
going to eat the negate. Does Tian En have a reply to that?
Dispel.
So
Oh,
Dispel.
wait, what? Oh,
And he
man.
spell starter sprites and gets rid of Dispel. So he wins the battle and
Counter
gets to draw
wall.
3 cards, draws for his turn. Wow, okay, and a misbind click. No Blood Moon here from Tian En yet, which is the unfortunate part. Unless, of course, he's got Blood Moon in hand, which I don't think so. What's that red card there? I think that's a Goblin Dark Dweller.
Is it? I can't see it. It's
Okay.
hidden really well.
Yeah.
Well, discards a spell snare.
Mm-hmm.
Taps
Uh,
it for. Wait,
Go
what's that?
Graph Digger,
Oh,
Digger's
Graph Digger's
Cage.
Cage,
So
okay.
you got no what you call it, Snapcaster shenanigans,
Mm-hmm.
and just gonna pass the turn.
Oh, it draws Terminate on top.
Okay. I feel Terminate and Dreadball should be in different
Matchups?
like, I don't know. I think there should be a fine balance between the number of Dreadballs and Terminates that you run, because nowadays you got a lot of Nahiri decks. Nowadays you got a lot of what other decks do you have? Well, you have like Lilianas that you want to deal with. Jan is not necessarily on the rise, but Jan is always ever present.
Yeah, Jun is like those deck is always there.
He's there, yeah. It's always there. It's there to get you. And if you can't beat a Jan deck, well, Jan is a very good deck. So if
It is,
your
it
matchup
is.
is not at least 50-50 against Jan, then you're doing it all wrong.
Yes, right. Oh, it
That's
goes for
right.
another Serum Vision.
Serum Visions, he already, of course, stacked the deck. So now I'm going to look for another 2 cards.
I think that's
And
a
he
2
has
lands.
a land, and that looks like Jason Mind Sculptor.
Oh,
But
what?
It's probably a black. No, it's the blue-black land that
Polluted Delta.
taps for colorless. No, it's not Polluted Delta. I forget what.
Underground River?
Is it Underground River? I think so.
It's a pin land, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Underground River.
I don't know. That might be. Let's see. Oh, River of Tears. That's what it
Wait,
is.
what?
Yeah.
What's that?
So if you've got so it adds blue, but if you've got a
Got a Swamp as black?
if you play a land this turn, you can add black instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So 1 turn, or at least, well, a few turns you can add blue or black. Works very well with fetch lands. You can
Oh,
catch
yeah,
your
for
opponent
sure.
by surprise sometimes. Spellstar Sprite gonna hit in, bang, for
Ouch.
1 damage.
Well, definitely stacks up over time, I guess.
Ryan here thinking whether he should activate. No, the camera has not stalled people. They are just thinking. Yep. I worry sometimes,
Yeah, I
like
know, right?
the camera is,
He was so still for that moment.
this rig does not usually compare. Does he want to spell star? I think he's got a spell star sprite. I think you should go for it right now. Bang.
What is he waiting for?
What the hell are you waiting for? Oh, Miss
Oh,
Bankley.
Miss
Okay, so
Bankley,
he's going
okay.
to sculpt Jenen's hand, or at least going to take a look at his hand.
Oh, no,
It's a
it's a Dylan Click.
Terminate. And what's the other card? Oh, what is that other
Is that
card? So it's a,
Cardinals?
yeah, it's a Keranos. Holy crap.
Alright.
Okay. So do you get rid of the Keranos knowing that your opponent has been able to to look at 4 cards? Sorry, one, you draw one, stack 2, draw another one, stack 2. So yeah, your opponent has looked at 4 cards, which means that, one
Probably
of those cards probably
is-
got to be a land.
Yeah.
Right, so you gotta be a
Well,
bit afraid. Alright, so
Yep.
Keranos goes to the bottom of the library, not fearing the Terminate, because the Terminate is going to get rid of the
Faeries.
Fairy, yeah.
It's not, yeah, I think you definitely
Kill
value the
Vendilion
carrot.
Click, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan's definitely got another spell snare in the deck, but does he have it in hand? And does Jian En think that he has it in hand?
Probably
Jian En
not.
can he shuffle his library? Is it possible for him to shuffle his library?
Doesn't look like it.
Alright, so he just swings in, sees if Ryan wants to trade. But no, let's Liliana go
Okay.
down to 3, and that's okay, because he can just force Jian En to sacrifice the Snapcaster Mage, and that's fine.
Mhm.
And he'll be beating him for 4 turn, which doesn't sound like a lot, but Ryan is playing the control deck.
Well, they're both playing control.
Yeah. Maybe it's dependent on draws at this point.
Okay, now.
Bash. So minus on the I think it's okay to minus on the Liliana. Right now, if that's the thing, if Jian En had a lightning bolt, he would have lightning bolted the Liliana.
Okay, terminates the Vendilion Click, but Ryan looks like he has a. Is that Cryptic
Cryptic
No,
command?
wait,
No,
that's
Miss Bankley. Okay,
Click.
so he's going to actually eat up the Vendilion Click. So you cast it. So here's the thing about what do you call it, Miss Bind Click, yeah, is that you champion champion a fairy, right? When it enters the battlefield, you sacrifice it unless you remove another fairy. So there's no targets at all. Yeah, you have to realize that there's no targets at all.
Oh yeah, it does not target.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
This also cool because when you remove the misbind click, when you keep come back and he activates again.
exactly.
Oh wow, I did not realize that. I'm bad at the game. Hey, takes it up.
Yeah, takes it up, gets rid of the Architect of Thought, which is a very nice sideboard card against fairies.
Mhm.
Most of the time, fairies, works on Bitter Blossoms, which gives you 1/1 tokens, as well as Spell Starter Sprites. They're 1/1s, and the only big beaters are,
Taking it up.
yeah.
Moves to dispel. Okay.
I think you can bash in
With
with
the creeping tapit.
yeah.
Okay.
Creeping Tarpit with the. Wow, okay, so bash in with the team.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
think that's a good play. It leaves behind the
Uh,
other spell other sprite to block in the
to block
the only threat he has.
Snapcaster, yeah, Snapcaster if needed.
Mhm.
Gravedigger's Cage actually one of those cards that that is quite good nowadays. I think very
don't know.
useful against Snapcasters.
Is
very
it worth it to sideboard this card just for Snapcaster though?
That's the thing. Like you have it in your 75, probably to fight off what's his name?
Dredge?
Yeah, Dredge. So
Okay. That's true, that's a fair point.
mhm.
Okay, I think now Ryan has a little.
Liliana going to take up. Ryan going to drop
Oh.
a card, but there is a fairy.
Wait, what's that? Is that Vanilla Click?
Vendilion Click.
Oh, his own Vanilla Click, okay.
Yeah. So in response to the Liliana is going to drop that.
Okay, so it just forces
Just bash in, yeah.
force in
So
the
that's
damage.
yep.
The
There's
scar.
a charm block, and now Ryan is down to Tianan is down to 3,
Mhm.
and looks like we're gonna go to game 3 here.
Yep. Don't
If,
think Shannon has any answers for this.
Yeah, even if Tianan has a lightning bolt, it's not gonna be very useful. All right, so we're gonna go to game 3. Exciting, exciting.
Mm.
Tianan running a different deck from the last time when we saw him. He was running a Thing in the Ice deck, which was very, very cool.
Mhm.
I thought I liked the deck a lot. And he was actually playing against Ryan, who was running his Fairies deck. So Thing in the
Was he?
Ice versus Fairies.
Wasn't Ryan playing a Delver?
Yeah, a long, long time ago. But
Oh, okay.
Ryan has reformed and started playing Fairies.
Okay. Fairies are cool, I guess.
Fairies are cool.
Looking at Ryan play, right, it's very interesting because it's like control, but yes, aggro elements inside it, like in the form of small fairies just beating you up.
Oh yeah, that's well, that's the thing. Like it gains some incremental advantage,
Yeah.
just over time. Yeah. Bitter Blossom is one of the key parts of the deck.
Haven't seen it here though.
Yeah, we haven't seen it played. I do not know whether I did not know.
Maybe he sideboarded it out
Uh,
for some reason.
Well, I don't think you would sideboard it out.
Yeah,
it's very
not
difficult
here,
for
right?
Jian En to deal with the Bitter Blossom.
Yeah.
And Ryan having a full control suite, should be able to maintain his life total at a pretty high, pretty high level.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Does Fairy have any life gain? Oh, air
Does
condition
he have
getting.
any life gain?
Yeah.
No, Fairies, I don't believe has any life gain unless you're playing Kalitas, but I don't think you're running Kalitas in the main deck.
Will you run Kaidas in Fairies at all though?
Maybe in the sideboard, since yeah.
Oh wow.
Some versions of Fairies runs Kalitas in the sideboard.
Okay.
Okay. So
What
while
if-
they're shuffling up, just want to tell you guys at home, or you people at home, yeah, there's Kalitas in the sideboard. Jeffrey is not here, I realize.
Oh yeah, he went home.
Everybody, yeah. Oh,
Well,
he
no,
went
he,
home?
no, he, did, he wasn't. He wasn't
He
here. He
was
wasn't
never
here. He wasn't here.
Jeffrey, why are you not here?
Hey Jeffrey.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Right. If you're just joining us, you are watching the Modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts, alongside the future pro Alfian Poon.
Hi guys.
Just before we go off on on game 3, just want to remind you that there are other shows that we do. Tuesday nights we do standard.
Modern
It's our
Standard.
SCG, SCG game night. Wednesday we do modern. It's real people playing real cards of Magic. Sometimes on the weekends we have tournaments, but you can keep yourself updated by following our Twitch channel to see what
What events
tournaments
we have?
what tournaments that we are streaming, because we don't stream them all. Make sure you follow our Facebook page, make sure you follow our Twitch channel. And if you miss a tournament, it's okay, just go down to youtube.com, just type in there Grey Ogre Games, and you'll find replays of all the tournaments. They usually uploaded
Uploaded what?
the past tense of load is led. Okay,
that's
never mind.
not-
No, that's not true.
Alright,
Uploaded on the night itself.
Not
so
to mention,
rather-
this weekend we do have WFCQ being streamed.
yeah.
Right,
So
that's right.
just tune in for that. We'll put up the timings. Yeah, hope to see you there. All right, Tian, I'm going to start off with a Serum Visions, basic land Serum Visions. One of Tian En's best spells here is going to be a Blood Moon, but Ryan needs to prevent that. He does have the Mana Leak in hand, which is going to be very useful. I think he can show off a Spell Starter Sprite if he does have one. And yeah, he does show off
Show
the
it
Spell
off.
Starter. Spell Starter Sprite and just going to pass the turn. No, he's going to lead off an Ancestral Vision.
Both players having very good turn ones here.
Yeah. Giving... well, maybe he doesn't have a spell snare, but Tian En knows that if there's any 2-drop that he wants to resolve now, he should. But he doesn't have, and that's okay.
Leads off with 2 blue though. Is that telling of anything? 2 islands.
Yeah, that Tian En does not have a Blood Moon in hand.
Well, maybe he's saving the red for like, the third turn. Like, haha, gotcha.
Gotcha, sucker.
That's what I would do, I guess.
Alright, Bitter Blossom here, not
Oh,
fearing.
okay.
Okay, so we have the Bitter Blossom. Ryan here not fearing a turn
Aw.
3 what you call it, Blood
Blood
Moon.
Moon.
He's going on the aggressive plan even though he's on the play.
Oh,
And, no
Jian
lands.
is
so
out of
that
lands.
is- yep.
Okay. Which is quite unfortunate because he already dug 3 cards with Serum Visions on the first turn as well.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
So I think Ryan can just pass the turn here and be safe. I would have actually laid the Ryan might have a Vendilion Click in hand, so Tianan must be thinking, yeah, I got a Vendilion Click, and this is what's going to
3
happen.
islands, man.
Triple island, mono island action here. Not very good for the game.
Maybe Jian sideboarded out into a mono blue control deck.
Alright, so Remand here is just going to be able to draw him a card,
That's right. And it's
which is a Cryptic Command.
is it? Looks like Spell Snare. Well, we'll find out later, I
Yeah.
guess.
And another Bitter Blossom. I think Ryan can resolve the... Look for the... Just cast the Bitter Blossom.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay. Yeah, and pass the turn. Pass the turn, leaving up Mana Leak Mana and a Spell Starter Sprite if ever he needed it. But he's going to crack the land right now, just in case. And look
Guess,
for Basic Island
Okay.
and pass the turn. Very nice sequencing here. He doesn't need the Swamp anymore because the Bitter Blossom has been cast. Mono
Oh.
blue turns, no Nazar MTG. It's not mono blue turns. Unfortunately, Tian En is stuck on lands. He's actually playing a Grixis control deck. So yeah, very unfortunate set of draws. And Lightning Bolt in hand, but no red mana. No other mana to speak of right now. Upkeep. Ryan loses 1 life. Okay, so he's going to draw 3 cards first.
Then lose 1 life.
Lose 1 life. Actually, you can just like lose 1 life. You should get the fairy first.
Really? Why?
Because if your opponent has like mana leak,
Okay.
then you can spell Starter Sprite,
Okay.
counter that mana leak.
Oh
Instead
yeah,
he
yeah,
draws
right.
three-
That's true. That's
instead he
true.
draws 3 cards. He's got a fairy tokens and takes 1 point of damage.
And it takes the draw for his
Wow,
turn.
so he's
Oh,
got
draws a lily. Oh, man.
hella lot of cards.
There's a stack 10 if I ever saw one.
Yup. He's gotta be worried here that his opponent might have something. I think you can cast the Graph Digger's Cage and leave up mana for...
Counter spell? Or miss spell starter?
Alright, so the Graph Digger's
Graph
Cage is
Digger's
just gonna
Cage.
pass the turn. Utah
And
Vault.
then
Mm.
so it goes with Vanillion Click of his own.
Valiant Click, is that going to get countered? I think
Yeah,
you
I think
mana
you-
leak that.
No, I think you. Yeah, actually, you might wanna. I'm not sure which play, but he's gonna go with the spell
Spell
starter
Starter
sprite.
Sprite.
And yeah, 2 fairies gets
3
countered.
fairies.
Oh,
in
3?
fact. Because
Oh.
what's that? Bitter Blossom itself is a tribal enchantment.
Oh, right.
Fairy.
Okay, okay.
That is why.
I did not know that.
Oh, yeah.
Guess that dispel, but we'll have people cast it anyway. So
Graph Digger's Cage here, just making the Snapcaster Mage like looking like a fool.
a bit irrelevant.
Yeah. Pants on the... What
Pants
was
on-
that? That was the American Idol. Pants on the ground, right?
Pants on the ground.
Yeah. Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
What?
Yeah. So...
What the?
What? It's a song.
It's
It
a
is
s-
a song.
Out of my generation, man. Out of my generation.
Alright.
Go
Gonna
sit
swing in
for
2
2.
and pass the turn.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
very good lords from the fairy side, and Jian En still stuck on land.
Goes for the no value Snapcaster here.
Oh yeah, can't block, can't do anything.
Actually, will you have attack with the Muta Vault here?
Spell Snare? I think it's fine, just let it go.
Hmm? Yeah, that's it go.
Would you attack with the Muta Vault?
Yeah.
Well, you know that your opponent is able to cast the, what you call it, Snapcaster Mage.
Alright, yeah, I forgot
so
about that.
might be...
Sacrifice.
Alright, so... Miss Bind Click here, going to tap
champions
down
the-
everything. Yeah, champions one of the fairy tokens.
Okay.
Tap down everything of Jian En. and creating a very fast clock. Ryan here going down to 16. Another spell starter sprite, which means he can probably counter everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yep.
6. Yeah, probably be able to counter everything in Jian En's deck, including the zombie fish, because he can animate his Mutavaults.
Oh yeah.
And Miss Mind click here. Vendilion click here, going
Looks
to
at
scout.
The poor hand. Oh wow, cryptic.
Yeah, double
command.
critical command. I think you can just let it be.
Look at all
Let
the
it
look at all the
be.
bolts and the
Let it
goblin dark that you can cast.
Let it be. Yeah, so he lets it be.
Whispered words of wisdom.
Nice save there.
Thank
good,
you.
good, yeah, good. Good partner action there.
Yes, right.
Alright,
Game.
there's a handshake. Tian En there, very unfortunate. And he's going to draw another blue land. And
Kyle just
finally
gives
draws
up
the
on
final
life
red
there.
land. Yeah. Ryan here gets round 1. Congrats. We are going to go for a short break, but before we do, classic Faeries nuts draw, right, Sleepywood. We are going to go for a short break and put you on a replay of last week's More Than Modern tournament. But before we go, just want to remind you that you can watch other shows and other streams that we do. Tuesday nights we do SCG game night. Wednesday nights we do More Than Modern, which is our modern tournament. Real people playing real cards of Magic, and sometimes on the weekends we have tournaments. Like this weekend,
We do have the
we have the IQ on
and the
Saturday. We have
WMCQ on Sunday.
WMCQ on Sunday, but we're only streaming the WMCQ top 8, which will
Because-
happen at 8 p.m. Singapore time. So
Mhm.
that's plus 8 GMT. Set your watches. Make sure you remind yourself that you should be tuning in. But if you miss the stream, it's okay, because you can go down to youtube.com.
Videos on
and
demand
go-
right
yeah,
there.
Videos on demand. Make sure you follow our Facebook page and our Twitch channel to keep yourself up to date with everything. Last but not least, do pay our partners a visit, power9podcast.com. Myself and Alfian,
Hey guys.
we have this podcast called the Power 9 Podcast, and we talk shop about Magic every week.
That's
don't
right.
we? I
Talk
need
a
to
lot
train
of shop, lots of shops.
a lot of shops, workshops. Yeah, why don't we have Mishra's workshop?
Because the name is taken.
Damn.
by
No,
the-
no, as in, why aren't we getting a reprint of Mishra's workshop?
Oh,
Oh, it's because it's in the reserve list.
yeah.
Anyway, why only top 8? Sorry, Sleepywood. There are some constraints about streaming the tournament, and that is why we can only stream the top 8.
Yep.
If you are wondering, it's because they are trying to charge us as... okay, never mind.
Let's just stop right there.
Let's stop right there. I'm not going to, badmouth anyone. Alright, we're going to go for a short break. We'll be right back, so don't go away. Round 2 is coming up soon. Ciao.
Yeah. Bye bye.